In the first issue of Punisher War Journal, we meet an even darker, more determined Frank Castle. While haunted by ghosts of his past, he tries to keep the memory of his family alive in the simplest way, flying a kite in the park where he spent his last happy morning with them. But fate drags him back into the war on crime, on the sunlit streets of Jersey. The contrast between the kite's lightness and the brutality that follows him makes this issue a deep, and cruel, portrait of the resilience of a man who will never be just the Punisher, but a symbol of the hatred he carries inside. Frank Castle returns on a sunny Sunday morning to the park where his family was murdered. He walks slowly, with steady steps, memories fresh like an open wound. A white kite floats in the blue sky, bringing back the smiles of his children before the tragedy. Each flight carries a thought, memory, guilt, longing. Leaves rustle, birds scatter, and he remains, a living shadow. The moment is shattered by a scream, a man runs carrying an injured child. Castle lowers the kite and watches. A group of criminals has just committed a robbery, and in an instant, the figure of the Punisher emerges. The kite falls. The silence ends. The war begins again. In seconds, Frank transforms. He pulls a pistol from his coat, wraps a bandana over his face, and advances with military precision. He shoots one of the thugs in the shoulder, a clean, calculated shot. The frightened child clings to their mother. The second thug draws a weapon, but Frank counters with a swift kick to the gut, sending him down. The scene is quick, warning shots, hands tossing weapons to the ground. He tells the mother to leave, she's not part of this. The police haven't arrived yet. Silence returns. But now, the kite lies in the dirt. Frank picks it up, wondering if this is the real price of justice. He walks away without haste, along the park trail. Each step echoes memories of his family. He mutters to himself, this wasn't supposed to be that kind of day. Flashbacks show his children playing, his wife smiling. Frank clutches the wooden handle of the kite tightly, a grip full of pain. In an alley, he spots a mafia informant, Hector Montoya. The next name in the war journal. Frank pursues him. The memory returns, Montoya orchestrated the murder in every detail. Frank confronts him, asks sharp questions, not expecting truth. Montoya lies. Frank shoots. The scene isn't graphic, but the weight is brutal. The Sunday's sun grows grim. With the shot, Frank feels a flicker of triumph, quickly replaced by the coldness of execution. He recalls the park and the fallen kite. Police arrive in the alley. The man is unconscious. Frank tosses the kite's wooden grip like a discarded weapon and vanishes into the crowd. His footsteps carry the memories of a man living in two realities, the loving father / the relentless Punisher. He keeps searching for redemption in the blood of criminals, but never finds it in the lightness of the kite. The issue ends with him returning to the park. The kite has been repaired, a symbol of hope. Frank releases it back into the sky. But his internal narration is bitter, they're gone. But I'm still here. Until every man who killed them pays. The sound of the reel creaks in the wind. He zips his coat, ties the bandana, and walks away. The sun keeps the kite in the air, floating as a metaphor. Purity still exists, but the fall is inevitable. The Punisher walks toward his car, resolute. The war goes on. And that's another page in the Heroic Chronicles. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and subscribe for more untold tales from the world of comics. There's always another hero, another villain, and another turning point waiting in the shadows. See you in the next chapter.